Hello, Resource Room kids. Let's get ready to learn our next lesson. Please pay close attention, eyes and ears here on the board because I will be asking you to participate. All right, take a look here. We have a coordinate plane with an x-axis and a y-axis. Take a look there. Using this Cartesian coordinates, we can record where dots or marks land on a graph. We use a point on the graph. It measures how far along we go along the x-axis and how far up or down we go on a y-axis. This mark right here is -7 and -4, +7. +5, +12. All right, again, let's take a look at the axis. The left to right horizontal direction is called our x-axis. Now if we're going to move up and down, that's our y-axis, which is vertical. And you can remember this by thinking about the x. X is across, so x is across the page. Take a look here. We have a point that is placed across the x-axis, 6 points, and then it goes up the x-axis 3 units in the y direction. So we can place the point right there, 6, 3. To write the coordinates, we're going to put them within parentheses. All right, first you always put the one that's landing on the x-axis first, and that's the horizontal distance. Whether it goes left or right, it doesn't matter. That's which one you put in first. Then you're going to put the one in the vertical next, and that's your second one in the red. These are called an ordered pair. All right, take a look at this. Look at this graph. We have a quadrant 1. All right, because each of these quads are named. And here are all 4 of them. All right, there's quadrant 1. Next is quadrant 2. As you can see, we are moving from right to left. Then we're going to move down to quadrant 3. And finally, quadrant 4. Those are the 4 quadrants on a graph. And here they are again. We include negative values when we move backwards on or to the left on the x-axis, and we have negative values when we move down the y-axis. Okay, and it's divided by the quadrants. And you can see quadrant 1 has the positives, quadrant 2 has a negative and a positive, quadrant 3 has both negatives, and quadrant 4 has a positive and a negative. All right, let's talk more about these negative values of x and y on the axis. So here I am on the graph, and I'm moving back the negative direction on my x-axis. And then I may move downwards on my y-axis. So for negative numbers, we go backwards for the x on the x-axis, or we go downwards on the y-axis. So with some examples, you would put the negative number in there if we move back to the 6 point. All right, let's get ready to watch me demonstrate. All right, let's take a look here. Number 1. Put your eyes up here on number 1 with me, please. And what are the coordinates of number 1? There we go, the green circle. All right, I move to the right on the graph to the 1, and then I move down to the -5. Number 2, what are the coordinates for the yellow square? All right, we move back 3 and +2 up 2. All right, now it's your turn for number 3. Right over there, we have the blue pentagon, excuse me. What are the coordinates of that blue shape there? And then number 4, what are the coordinates of the red triangle? All right, let's continue on looking at the quadrants. Number 1, which quadrant would we find the green circle? Put your eyes on that green circle, and it is in quadrant 4. Now it's your turn. Which quadrant would you find the the yellow square? The yellow square. Now which quadrant would you find the blue shape? Very nice job.